Thanks very much, Paul. Good afternoon, everyone. And I can tell you now that there's absolutely beautiful sunshine here at Field Mill. And the clouds are lifting, sun's out, and 3/4 of the pitch bathed in a lovely sunshine. And the Carlisle fans away to the left-hand side, they're absolutely superb. There's flags, balloons, red shirts, white shirts. And I can even see a couple of old deck chair strip shirts. And I always say, bring on the deck chair strip. However, you join us just as Kevin Gray sprints away as he usually does. He's going to go down to get a rousing reception from the Carlisle United fans. Kevin Gray leads his team out, and the team that Paul Simpson has chosen to do battle this afternoon is the team that played last week. There's no change at all. We've got Kieran Westwood in goal, Paul Arneson, Kevin Gray, Peter Murphy, Zigo Arenalde at the back four, Adam Murray, Chris Lumsden, Chris Ville. Michael Bridges is in the hole behind Derrick Holmes and Carl Whorley. So fantastic reception they got. And Carl Whorley, I can tell you, he's got rid of the braids for this afternoon, and he's back with his old afro haircut. He's gone 4 games, 4 or 5, Mike, is it, without scoring? So he's
I've just a feeling he might get one with his head today.
Yeah, he
might just get a little skimmer off the top of that afro.
So I'm joined by Mike Corrie. Mike, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Great atmosphere building up here at Field Mill. It's been great all afternoon. There seems Carlisle supporters everywhere, but tremendous atmosphere.
Oh, it's going to be a fantastic atmosphere, and I'm sure the players they had a very a poor game on Monday against Notts County. The nerves really did kick in, but they still managed to grind a result out. I think that will have taken a lot of the pressure off them, and I'm sure they will perform as a team a lot better this afternoon here at Field Mill.
Well, let's hope so. And Carlisle have had their customary huddle. As I say, they're wearing all white today in their way, just warming up away to my left-hand side. Mansfield Town, yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. And the referee today is Mr. Darren Drysdale. He's only 35 years old. Not expected of Mr. Drysdale. We've had him twice this season. We had him at Wrexham when Carlisle won by 1-0. And we also had him for the home game against Wycombe, where Wycombe beat Carlisle by 1-0 as well. Mansfield have had him twice, 0-0 against Cambridge, 0-0 against Chester. And he's had 31 games this season, would you believe? 116 yellow cards. He likes his yellows, and 9 reds. And he was actually assistant referee in the 2000 FA Cup final. That's when Chelsea beat Aston Villa 1-0. That's Mr. Darren Drysdale. Well, as I say, there's quite a bit of history here at Field Mill at this time of year. If you can go back 2 years, it was the scene where Carlisle pulled off that fantastic 3-2 win to keep their dreams of survival alive, at least for another week. And when Matty Glennon saved that last-minute penalty, and Kelvin Langmead scored his only goal for the club, which proved to be the winner that day. And then 4 years ago today, we saw Mansfield Town win by 2-0. That got them promotion. A crowd of 8,638 turned up that day. Well, we're nearly at kick-off time. It's going to be Mansfield Town that's going to kick off. They are attacking the goal to the right-hand side, where their supporters are in the stand. Carlisle United in white shirts are attacking the goal to the left, where the Blue Army is out in force. The referee, Mr. Drysdale, just looking at his watch. He's blown the whistle. We're underway, and it's that traditional long ball, header by Lumsden, flick on by Whorley, and a good solid head there by the central defender, which Chris Billy intercepts. Now it's Mansfield, Zigo Arenalde just watching that ball out of play, and Carlisle United now have a throw which is taken, looking for Holmes. It comes to Whorley. Whorley trying to shield the ball, but it comes now to Dawson for Macclesfield Town. He finds Baptise, and now they decide to raid down the left-hand side through Lawrence Wilson. Good tackling there by Arneson, forces the ball back into the Mansfield Town half. Michael Bridges just dragging his central defender down. Free kick to Mansfield Town. Played across the back four is Rhys Day. And Baptiste again just flicks it outside, looking for Ulenbeck. Gives the ball away now to Chris Billy, who lays it to Lumsden. Left foot pass straight down the middle, intercepted by the tall central defender Jon Olav Helder. And a clearance by the keeper Jason White. Arneson's underneath this, misses out, and it comes to Lumsden, who lifts it forward on the half volley. Again, good challenge, a free kick to Carlisle. First free kick of the afternoon. tense moments, these, Mike, aren't they? The opening 2 or 3 minutes, you like to get a good solid start.
Yeah, it's like two boxers sparring a little bit, isn't it, at the moment? And
that's an intelligent one by Arneson down the line, looking for Bridges. Good turn, Bridges hooks it across. Whorley gets there with his head just over the bar. Nice little free kick that by Arneson. Saw Bridges going wide right, chipped it in. Whorley gets ahead, but couldn't keep it down over the bar. Goal kick to Mansfield Town.
That was an encouraging move, that as well, Derrick, wasn't it? It was a good piece of quick thinking from Paul Arneson to release Bridges down that right-hand side. A good cross in, plenty of pace, whipped in, and Whorley, unfortunately, just couldn't get in front of the defender to get a good solid header on target, and it flew over the bar.
One from the training ground, I would have thought.
I would think so.
Long clearance by the keeper, and Peter Murphy just gets a bit of a head. Arenalde helps him out. Scooped high up in the air by Lumsden. Forward by Bridges. Whorley just in control. Lumsden flicks it forward, but an interception there by Day, and the clearance complete by Wilson. Kevin Gray heads it into touch on the halfway line, far side, as the throw is quickly taken, and Kevin Gray misses his tackle that time, and it's a good solid run down the side by Simon Brown, and he's won the throw-in level with Carlisle's 18-yard box on the far side.
A good piece of covering from Peter Murphy to concede that throw-in. Good timely tackle.
Here's a chance here for Simon Brown. If he can turn the ball across, he can, but it's safely into the arms of Kieran Westwood. It's Kieran's first touch. Murphy gets out the way. Long clearance by Kieran. The ball headed straight up in the air by Olaf Helder. And nice little touch there from Derrick Holmes. Another nice touch from Chris Billy. Arneson looking forward again, looking for the head of Holmes this time, but it drops to Michael Bridges, to Chris Billy, who chips it forward looking for Whorley. Whorley's offside. Free kick to Mansfield Town. It's 0-0. You're listening to a very special Saturday sport. 1 point Carlisle need, and they would get promotion out of League Two. Second successive promotion. The first time for 41 years Carlisle United have gone back-to-back promotions. And it's a free kick now. It's going to be taken by Jason White. Left-footed, long clearance. Murphy watching it carefully. Ball breaks in midfield there to Ullenbeck. Ullenbeck to Delaye. Now here's Arneson. Just a little bit sparring. Ball head tennis at the moment. Comes to Simon Brown. Hooks it across the field, and he's going to come to Arenalde. Plenty of space for Arenalde. He's looking up. There's plenty of runners from midfield as well. One of them is the ex-Mansfield Town player Adam Murray, who's got the ball now. Here is Adam. Tries to lay that ball into Whorley, but no weight on the pass. But Rhys Day in a spot of bother, and he's hooked it clear under pressure from Zigo Arenalde and Carl Whorley. That's a good bit of pressure there from Zigo. Gives it down to Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges is going to curl one in with his right foot. It's along the ground. It comes out to Chris Billy. Chris Billy turning, looking for an outlet. Finds it left side in Arenalde. Inside to Michael Bridges. Bridges there back to Chris Billy, who chips it forward looking for Whorley. Whorley flicks it on and hooked away under pressure by Rhys Day. Lumsden's underneath this, heads it into the penalty area, hooked away by Mansfield Town. Peter Murphy watches it out of play. And that was a latest score. Lincoln 0, Leyton Orient 1. That's a very important goal, of course. Leyton Orient in fourth place at the moment. And it's a free kick now to Mansfield Town, halfway inside their own half right side. Good early goal there for Orient.
It is an excellent start for them, but Carlisle have started very well here as well, Derrick, and certainly have the upper hand. They're closing down at every opportunity. The tempo's high, and that's what I like to see at the start of the game.
Now back forward, just keeping a line along halfway inside their own half. Peter Murphy watching this one very carefully, and the ball over everybody's head. That's going to bounce away eventually for a goal kick. So Carlisle United 0-0 at the moment here at Field Mill. Just a reminder, 1 point would see Carlisle United promotion. And of course, if they win here and Northampton lose, then it's Audi Doody Day, isn't it? It's
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we just need Carlisle to get a goal in front at least, and maybe more, just to make it a little bit more comfortable.
Long clearance by Westwood. Holmes there trying to get there, but the ball could bounce to Lumsden. That's a good flick forward by Lumsden, but too much power on the header in the end, and it's gone through to goalkeeper Jason White. Uses the full length of his area, just decides to roll it out. He's going to complete his clearance, left-footed. Kevin Gray watching this one very carefully. Good judgment by Kevin Gray. Got in front of his centre forward. Lumsden with a header forward. Whorley there. Now the ball with Holmes. Bridges trying to get there, but once again Chris Billy intercepts. Holmes trying to get there. Arenalde volleys it forward. Whorley giving chase, and a little back flick there by Helder into the arms of his goalkeeper. Still 0-0. You haven't missed an awful lot as Derrick Holmes goes into a challenge, and Mansfield pick it up in midfield, but Murphy tidies up at the back, and the square ball is on for Arenalde on his left foot. Looks up, delivers one down, looking for Whorley, but this should be going. It's into the path of Bridges. Oh, that ball just ran away, skipped off the surface, but definitely a misheader there by Baptiste.
Yeah, I think Alex Baptiste was a lucky lad there, really. He didn't know where that ball was going, and Michael Bridges was lurking just for the well, he was expecting Whorley to get the touch on, I think, and yes, it could have quite easily fallen to Michael Bridges.
Murphy a good jump. It could fall to Arneson, who hooks it away from the edge of his own penalty area. Holmes underneath this heads it forward, and good little bit of control there by Ullenbeck. Ullenbeck gets it to Wilson, the left back. That's a good ball over the top. Murphy skies his clearance. Can he keep it out? Oh, and in the end he does well. He stops it going for the corner, but he certainly sliced his clearance and was lucky to get the ball out for a throw-in and instead of the corner. But however, it still could be dangerous. Lawrence, it is with the. Is it going to be a longish throw? He's looking for runners. The ball nodded back to the edge of the area. There's a chance here for Mansfield Town. The ball outside left. The cross comes in. It headed, good header away by Chris Billy. Bridges with a little flick forward. The ball awkward there for the central defender Day, but gets his clearance up. It's over the sideline, and it's a throw now to Carlisle United. I think Arenalde will take it on the halfway line. And just looking down the touchline, Derrick Holmes is there, ready for the flick on. And Chris Lumsden giving a little bit of orders from midfield. And here comes the long throw. It is looking for Derrick Holmes. That's a good flick on Derrick Holmes. Murray going in. Whorley, goalkeeper coming to the edge of his area, but the central defender there, Helder, he got in there before Whorley. He's put the ball out for a throw in right by the corner flag. It's as good as a corner with Arenalde with the long throw, again looking for Holmes. The ball edge of the box. Lumsden tries a volley. Good save by the keeper. He had to stretch, but a good effort there from Chris Lumsden. Took it on the volley, 18 yards, and brought a save out of the goalkeeper Jason White.
That was a well struck effort, that wasn't it? The ball was cleared out, but only to the edge of the box. Lumsden took it down on his chest in a first-time volley, and Jason White had to scramble to his right to make the save. Here
come Mansfield Town in the shape of Simon Brown. Simon Brown shielding that ball well. Leaves it now to Wilson. Wilson, oh, this is awkward. High cross edge of the area. The ball is coming into the area, but so is Kieran Westwood there for Carlisle, and clears his lines. That's an awful one for the central defender to deal with, coming down from a great height. Michael Bridges jumps, can't quite get there, and the ball is hooked forward to Brown. And Kevin Gray with a late challenge there on Simon Brown. And Simon Brown has been left in the centre circle there, and Kevin Gray's he's going up to say make his apologies. I think it's just going to be a talking to, I'm sure, in these early stages. Still 0-0. We haven't had any action. Simon Brown's still down receiving treatment after that challenge from Kevin Gray. And Darlington 1, Bury 0 in League 2, and Torquay 1, Wrexham 0. Torquay there managed now by Ian Atkins, of course. 3 points adrift off the bottom, 5 points adrift off safety, but they're winning one, beating Wrexham by a goal to 0. And Darlington, of course, outside chance of a playoff place. They're leading Bury, who are also down the bottom in that dogfight. They lead Bury by a goal to 0. Well, Simon Brown is up. He's jogging away to the touchline before he's being allowed to come back on. And in the meantime, Baptise will take the free kick for Mansfield Town. Still remains at 0-0. You listen to Saturday Sport, BBC Radio Cumbria, and that's a pretty poor free kick there. The left, Reece Day had gone all the way up there, was shouting for the ball on the 18-yard box, and Baptiste smashed it over the left wing side. Nobody there. Throw in now to Carlisle United.
It wasn't even remotely near a Mansfield player, was it?
I was going to say, that definitely wasn't off the training ground, was it? Derrick Holmes with the jump. It comes off Lawrence Wilson, and that gives Carlisle United a throw. And Arneson's gained some 30 yards down the touchline. And Barrow 0, Nuneaton Borough 1. Nuneaton Borough looking for a playoff place, I think they are. But anyway, Barrow 0, Nuneaton 1. And you can hear that on our AM frequencies, should you so wish. Lumsden picks up that delivery. The ball comes through. A little bit scrappy at the moment. No team seems to be just getting on the end of things. But Murphy there tidies up for Carlisle. And Michael Bridges offside. Yeah, the AM frequencies 756 837 1458 if you fancy a little bit of nationwide north. And here on FM, it's 1 point Carlisle United need to guarantee promotion. 4 games to get it, mind, but be nice to get it done and dusted today. Again, another wasted free kick, this time by the keeper Jason White. Hits it straight down the touchline, nobody there, and Arinaldi now will take the throw. Carlisle in their white strip attacking the goal to the left-hand side, where the Carlisle fans are absolutely packed in that stand. And Derrick Holmes tries to head it on. Baptise comes to Lumsden, who hooks it forward high. Bridges underneath this. Bridges nods it forward into the path of Adam Murray, who volleys it across from left to right, but nobody there for Carlisle United, and it's played up to Stephen Dawson. His pass intercepted by Arneson. Comes now to Whorley. Whorley back to Chris Billy. First time ball to Arneson. Arneson now in a little bit of bother, but a left foot delivery, but forward pass cut out by Rhys Day. And Mansfield now in possession. Little flick to the right hand side, and well, they're certainly not together. Olin back there with that pass, and it's gone well all the way out for a throw into Carlisle United. It wasn't Ulenbeck, sorry, it was Delaye. D''L''A''R''Y''E''A. Delaye. I'm reliably informed is his pronunciation. Long throw by Arinaldi. Edge of the box job again is Bridges, leaves it to Chris Billy. Now Bridges taking over, looks right, there's nobody there. Lefty finds Peter Murphy now, but Peter's going to have a go. Oh, he gets in the path of Holmes. Oh, he goes underneath Holmes' foot, and it's gone behind for a goal kick, but that
was unfortunate, wasn't it, really? I think it was a shot from Peter Murphy, dragged it well wide of the left-hand post, but it went under Derrick Holmes' foot. A first touch, if it had been decent enough, I think he would have had a chance on goal there.
And Gisborough 1, Penrith 0, Northern League 2. Long clearance by the keeper over the halfway line, and the ball, it's a free kick. Richie Barca there impeding, and that's a waste of a free kick that. It was taken and it's gone straight down the middle, and it's gone straight to Jason White. Still remains 15 minutes of the game gone. It still remains 0-0 here at Field Mill, the home of Mansfield Town, rejuvenated home of Mansfield Town as well. Certainly doing a lot of work here to make the ground a good standard. But Peter Murphy, good ball up to Holmes. Holmes follows it forward. Whorley giving chase. The ball flicked to the row, and it's come off the John Baptiste and Carlisle United. The crowd roaring over there behind that goal tells you that it's a corner kick, and that's a signal for now for Kevin Gray to come up. Peter Murphy, also the other central defender, is the man that's coming over to take the corner. The 2 men on patrol on the halfway line for Carlisle, Chris Billy and Paul Arneson. But Murphy with an in-swinging corner kick. That's a good delivery as well. Michael Bridges couldn't get his head on it, and he's annoyed. Still the danger not clear, but it is now. But that was a half chance. Michael Bridges' head in his hands. He really should have done better there, because that was an excellent delivery by Peter Murphy. And Michael Bridges, a free header. He's running back to that halfway line, looking up at the sky, and that should have been certainly should have been on target there.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity. It was well worked in from Murphy, as he does. He whips them in with plenty of pace in towards the goalkeeper with his left foot, and it was almost a free header for Michael Bridges, but he just didn't get the direction.
The ball now played forward to Mansfield. Arinaldi's been beaten by Simon Brown. Simon Brown into the penalty area right side, drills it across. Oh, and I think that's a good save. He tried to catch Kieran Westwood out at the near post, and Kieran stuck out the left hand and knocked that ball into the side netting, but that was a mistake there by Zigor, and Simon Brown almost capitalising on that, but a good alert save there by Kieran Westwood. And this time it's going to be Helder, I think. No, yeah, it is. It's Helder to take the corner kick, left-footed. That's a near post ball. It's flicked up in the air. Holmes gets there first, It's still not clear. Out to Wilson. Wilson now on his favoured left foot, curls it into the near post, and Westwood watches it comfortably into his arms.
Well, there was a hectic 60 seconds that, Derrick, wasn't it, from one end to the other?
That's a good ball up to Whorley. Whorley takes it inside. Referee says no penalty. Well, that was an incident. Would have been harsh, I think. Well, we've just had an appeal for a penalty by Carl Whorley there. I think it would have been harsh. Mr. Drysdale says absolutely no way. Turned inside his defender, was going on his left side. They collided, but Whorley went down, but the referee turned around and says no deal. League Two latest score, Oxford 0, Northampton Town 1. So both Oxford and Leyton Orient both putting pressure on Grimsby, aren't they, at the moment? But Northampton leading Oxford by a goal to 0. Northampton currently in second, and Leyton Orient leading Lincoln by a goal to 0. They're in fourth. There's a chance now for Arneson to clear his lines. Oh, it's a tackle there by Brown, and it's a free kick now to Carlisle United deep in their own half. Good news for the Reds. It's Workington 1, Alfreton Town 0, and Tom Cowan scoring for Workington. I wonder if that's his first goal for Workington Reds, Tom Cowan. I don't know.
It might be second, actually,
might be
if I remember. Yeah.
Oh, well done to Tom Cowan anyway. And you can hear the update. You can hear that one if you like. Workington against Alfreton Town, Barrow against Nuneaton on our nationwide. In the nationwide north, that's on our AM frequencies 7568 through 71458. The ball now cleared by the Mansfield Town goalkeeper Arinaldi there again. Arinaldi has missed his first touch. It skimmed off his foot, and an unnecessary throw given away to Mansfield Town. Murphy, good interception, comes now to Whorley. Good shielding by Whorley. Bridges wanted it short. Chris Billy with a slice clearance, and it's a throw now to Mansfield Town. Still 0-0. You're listening to Saturday Sport, BBC Radio Cumbria. And a little flick on by Barca, but intercepted by Chris Billy. He's going to be caught by Brown if he's not careful. But in the end, he couldn't get his tackle off, and the ball is played over to Callum Lloyd. Lloyd now playing it up. Good interception by Lumsden. Murray completes the clearance at central defender. Well, Rhys Day missed his kick, but was covered by the run of Baptise. Now Peter Murphy's got a bit of defending to do here, and he's got the throw as well off Simon Brown, so Carlisle United now have the throw.
It just lost a little bit of sparkle, Derrick, hasn't it? It's become a little bit scrappy. Both sides not finding the passes.
Throw by Arinaldi, looking for Holmes. The ball flicked on by Holmes. Holmes lifts it up. Bridges will give chase, and Bridges got a bit of pace on here. Gets it on his head, trying to control the ball. Now he's Bridges was complaining that he was being held back. But in the end, the referee has given the free kick the other way, and the ball out to that left-hand side with Lloyd. And good tackle. Oh no, it wasn't a good tackle by Arneson. He went in a little bit late there on Lloyd, and the referee just having words. This referee's quite impressed me, to be honest. I thought twice we've seen him this season. I thought he's had good games. And again, just a little talking to, but that's played up to Barca. Barca gets it back to Dawson. Dawson now being forced back to the halfway line and taken over by Lloyd, trying to find Wilson out of play. Throw now to Carlisle United. Remains at 0-0, 21 and a half minutes gone. Well, I mentioned Tony from Hotelligent. Tony, all the best to you from Mike, Alan and Mark. And I believe you're having a night out in Nottingham after the game. Well, let's hope it's a successful night out. That's Tony from Hotelligent. So have a good night out, lads. Throw now to Mansfield Town. It's gone into the deserted side of the ground on that far side. And part of the rebuilding programme will go on demolish that small stand and a lot of rubble on the terracing. Chris Billy, defensive header. Holmes hooks it forward. Whorley giving chase. And the ball awkward one back to the keeper, but he's got a left-footed clearance only as forward. Adam Murray surely was pushed. No. Chris Billy there covering, and Arinaldi volleys it high and long, but Holmes will give chase. He won't give this up. And well, that's a clearance. It's more of a centre from the fullback. Whorley trying to get a one-touch. Appeals for handball, not taken. Comes out now to Arneson. Arneson against Brown, who's challenging back. And the clearance now complete for Mansfield Town. Here's Brown again. Brown now looking to deliver one down the centre. Arenalde is covering. And oh, that's a good right foot clearance as well. Holmes coming up trying to win the ball for Carlisle United. Lumsden giving chase on that right side, nods it forward, looking now for Bridges. Bridges now checking on that touchline. It's all a bit tight. Comes inside. Now he lifts it to the far post. Oh, it's in! Oh, it's not. No, it's on top of the button. I thought that was drifting in, but it's landed on top of the netting, just over the bar. Oh, that must have been pretty close. I'm sure Michael Bridges didn't mean that.
I was convinced that was a cross, Derrick.
Yeah, he was crushing it for the run of Murray, goalkeeper back-pedalling like mad, and I just thought it drifted under the bar, but it was just on the bar and just over on top of the netting. Sorry if I gave anybody, if you jumped out your seats there. I honestly thought that was going to drift in.
Yes, I thought it was. The keeper was scrambling back. He just couldn't get back to cover it, and it was a fraction over the bar and nestled in the roof of the net.
That's good play by Lumsden inside to Bridges. Bridges will get there. He crosses the ball. Oh, and is it just hooked off the line?
That was Baptise.
Is it Baptise that got there? Now, no, it's a goal kick. Baptise never touched it. The ball agonisingly went. Now, Michael Bridges going up to the referee saying that Baptise got a touch. He scooped it away from the far post. You can hear the boos from the Carlisle fans, but that Bridges there inside the fullback, got there before the goalkeeper, across the 6-yard box, agonisingly towards the goal, and it looked as though Baptiste had hooked it away. But referee Mr. Drysdale quite happy that there was no touch and the ball just drifted past the post. No, what's the referee given here? It's Barca's the man on the ground. Lumsden is being spoken to. He helps Richie Barca up, and once again stern words by the referee. No bookings as yet. Well, we've got a free kick here in a dangerous position for Mansfield Town. We'll be going to John Wharton, spawning against Kendall in a second. You can just bear with us, John, as the free kick's been taken straight down the centre. It's not a bad one either. It's just clipped the top of the bar as well. That was by Rhys Day, and just got the wrong side of Arenalde. Got a good head on it, but just on the top of the bar and over for a goal kick.
It's only been exciting so far, Derrick. There have been chances at both ends, and could easily either side could easily have taken the lead. The surprise is that there hasn't been a goal yet.
Gisborough 1, Penrith 1. That's an equaliser for Penrith. Stevie Rooks equalising. Former Carlisle United, of course, rookie. Throw down the touchline. Michael Bridges, can he create space for a cross? He can. It's a far post. Oh, Adam Murray going in at the far post, but was beaten to it, and Lumsden giving chase, and Lumsden's got there at was he? No, he is appealing that he was unfairly pushed there, but it's a throw into Mansfield Town right by their own corner flag left side. Northampton Town still 1-0 up at Oxford, and Leyton Orient still 1-0 up at Lincoln. And Grimsby, of course, successful last night. Good play by Chris Billy. Chris Billy now to Lumsden. Lumsden clips it to the far post. It should be the goalkeeper's. It is, and it's Jason White takes that with a great deal of ease from that cross. Carlisle bench looking quite calm at the moment. Adam Murray, good first touch, and that's a good ball over the top. Michael Bridges giving chase. It's given offside.
Well, I thought he wasn't, because I thought he was the right side of the defender before the pass was made.
Holmes was because he was coming back from an offside position, but the ball was nowhere near him. I thought it was a good
played
ball
down this left-hand side, and Holmes was running back down the other side.
Anyway, it's a free kick to Mansfield Town. Still remains at 0-0. You're listening to a very tense Saturday Sport on BBC Radio Cumbria. Ball straight down the middle. Arenalde there will cover, and he's letting that one go over for a goal kick. So always hold my breath when that happens, because there was no pace on the ball, and when you've got Simon Brown rushing in at 100 mile an hour, you never know where it's going to get there. But well played, Ziegor. He knew exactly what he was doing.
He had it under control, Derrick. No problem.
Yeah, all right. Well played, Ziegor. I must admit, my old heart went bump there for a minute. But Westwood with the goal kick for Carlisle United over the halfway line. Holmes coming in. Oh, it's a good. Oh no, I think he caught Helder there And that's a real smacker for Holmes against
I think Helder actually headed the back of Derrick Holmes' head.
Derrick Holmes just rubbing the side of his head. Derrick Holmes just walking away saying, well, I'm sorry. But certainly Helder got a real nasty crack on the skull there. And well, again, good refereeing by Darren Drysdale there. He immediately, as soon as that happened, he recognised the danger, blew the whistle, and it's Helder that's receiving attention. But just coming back to the game itself, Mike, both sides have had half chances, and we're the only surprise really with coming up to the half hour. The only surprise is that it's 0-0.
Yes, I think certainly probably the early stages it was sort of cat and mouse type of play, and neither side looking to take an advantage, but certainly in the last 10 minutes it's been end-to-end stuff and exciting really, and the chances have come. The strange thing was that shot of Michael Bridges, I was convinced that Baptise had got a touch on that, to clear it off the line.
Yeah, I agree.
Yet, so whether they'd given an offside or whatever, I don't know. But it certainly can't have been a goal kick.
No, well, I wouldn't have thought so. However, it does remain at 0-0, and a long clearance. Kevin Gray beaten by Barca, but the ball skims off Barca's head and goes straight through to the Carlisle United goalkeeper, Kieran Westwood. Long left foot clearance, high, coming down out of the blue sky. As Arinaldi there gets a little touch, and oh dear, that's a climb all over Chris Billy, surely. But the referee again says no. I've been praising Mr. Drysdale. Good tackle by Peter Murphy. Now he's got a chance to run with the ball. Is it a good delivery? It's swinging to the left-hand side of the penalty area. Whorley giving chase. Now Whorley's got a chance to collect it. He leaves that to Chris Lumsden. Lumsden looking for the run from Bridges, gets a touch, and it's through to goalkeeper Jason White. So still 0-0. Lovely atmosphere here. A little bit tense. The Carlisle crowd away to the left-hand side, just desperate to start their chanting again. And that Lumsden there gets a header straight up in the air. Another header by Lumsden. In goes Adam Murray, and Adam Murray there just gives that ball away in midfield, and the ball is played there to Kevin Gray. Defensive header out of play, throw to Mansfield Town. Remains at 0-0 here at Field Mill. Carl Whorley chips it in. Derrick Holmes is beaten in the air there by Rhys Day, and Mansfield now get it up to Richie Barca, still in his own half, looking for his strike partner. Simon Brown couldn't control it, out of play. Peter Murphy there ready to take the throw, but I think he'll leave it for Paul Arneson. Arneson in front of the Mansfield dugout. Dugouts are on the far side. Dressing room tunnelled away to the right hand side, and we're stuck up in the stand away on the opposite side. Michael Bridges now. Still Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges drifting down that right side. Now he's made space for a cross, chips it to the far post. Adam Murray there tries to get a header, but it goes no direction, no power, and it goes behind for a goal kick, but a round of applause just the same.
A decent ball in for Michael Bridges. Showed a good touch there to get clear of Lawrence Wilson on that left hand side. And a lovely ball into the back post, but just a little bit too high for Adam Murray to get any purchase on it, and it's drifted harmlessly wide.
A goal kick about to be taken. Still 0-0. You're listening to Saturday Sport on BBC Radio Cumbria. It's a good fed forward by Holmes, and the ball runs past Whorley. Whorley and Rhys Day having a battle. Lays it back to his goalkeeper on his left foot, and not a bad clearance in the end, but Lumsden nods it forward. Baptiste, Chris Billy all getting headers on to Arinaldi. Arinaldi there hooks it forward. Baptiste again with another header onto Barca, a little sideways prod forward. Now is a half chance here for Simon Brown. Simon Brown, handball, was it? Yes, it was, and well spotted there by Darren Drysdale. And well, we saw it up here, and Simon Brown looking surprised, but I'm not saying he deliberately controlled it.
Did well. We had a perfect view of that, but Drysdale, the referee, was a little bit blindside, but he still caught it.
And Kieran Westwood's taken it outside the area by about 4 yards, and it was definitely inside the area. That's what Simon Brown's complaining about as well. I don't think it was hand to ball more, it was definitely ball to hand, but however, it definitely was handball. Up now to Barca. Barca nods it sideways, but only picked up by Lumsden, who hoists it high. Bridges trying to get a header in. The ball volleyed forward there by Delaye, and Now what can Carlisle do here in the shape of a defence? It's Kevin Gray up now to Holmes. Holmes lays it into the path of Arenaldo. He wants somebody wide left. He hasn't got it. Oh, he has now, because Derrick Holmes is the player. That's poor controlled by Carl Whorley, and the ball's gone out of play for a throw-in now to Mansfield Town. Newcastle United 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. Solano scoring for Newcastle United there. Another goal. Bolton Wanderers 2, Charlton Athletic 0. As now this is a good run by Simon Brown, but he's outrun it, and it's a goal kick watched very carefully by Peter Murphy. Looks a bit tricky, Simon Brown, doesn't he?
He's got a lot of pace, Derrick, doesn't he? Just sometimes his first touch is immaculate, and the next time it's almost the touch of a cart horse.
So now it's a chance now for Mansfield Town down that Carlisle right side with Callum Lloyd. Good support play by Wilson. Wilson with the cross, but it hits Chris Lumsden out of play for a throw-in. And Stockport County 1, Shrewsbury 0. It really is hotting up down at the bottom. Torquay, Rushden, Stockport all leading by a goal to 0. And that puts Barnet in trouble. Oh dear. Anyway, we're concerned with the top, thank goodness. And it's across now into the Carlisle area. Now, Westwood has come for it, didn't get it, but Murphy smashed it clear on the volley from 18 yards. But Kieran decided to come for that. He didn't make a clean punch. And another chance now. Kevin Gray heads it clear. Up now to Bridges, down to Lumsden. High in the air, looking for Whorley. Underneath, that is Rhys Day with the clearance. Carlisle now have the throw. Halfway inside the Mansfield Town half on their right side. White shirts attacking the goal to the left. Plenty of cameramen here today. Bolton 3, Charlton Athletic 0. And Paul Getty scoring there for Bolton Wanderers. Throw by Arneson. Looking for Holmes. Flicks it into the penalty area. The ball headed up in the air by Helder. Comes now to Lumsden. Thought about a left foot volley, but out to Arneson. The cross comes in. Headed away by Day. Arneson underneath this for Carlisle. Being harassed. Overhead kick. The ball cleared up as far as Lumsden. Heads it down. And again, it's Whorley that does the damage, and that's good play by Bridges, who gets the ball now to Arenaldo. First time ball into Chris Billy. Back to Arenaldo on his left foot. Chips it down the line looking for Derrick Holmes. Good flick inside. Chris Billy takes it a little bit wide left and gives Baptise the chance to clear. But that was a little bit better from Carlisle United.
No, it was a good move. It was just unfortunate. Chris Billy's first touch just took the ball away from him. If it had been a better touch, he would have been in on goal.
It's going to be a long throw, that's for sure. In it comes. And the ball headed out to the edge of the area. Another chance for Chris Billy. That's a good header to Arenaldo. Chips one in. Derrick Holmes, first touch, turns, shoots, gets a deflection. Up goes the goalkeeper, who does well under pressure. Just takes it nicely, does Jason White. And rolls that ball out to Baptiste. Baptiste now leaves the ball to Delaye. Down the line. That's a good run by Barca as well. Carlisle have got to be careful here, because Barca is shielding that ball well. The cross comes in from Uhlenbeck. Now is a chance here for Brown. Brown on the edge of the box. Lumsden sticking with him, forcing him to go backwards. And the ball now comes to Delaye. Outside of his right foot, a little flick now finds Baptiste. Baptiste down the line, now looking for Uhlenbeck. Uhlenbeck crosses to the far post. The man that's going to get there for Mansfield is Callum Lloyd, or does he? He can't. It's a throw to Carlisle United. And an equaliser for Lincoln. It's Lincoln 1, Leyton Orient 1. Good news, of course, for Carlisle. Lincoln 1, Leyton Orient 1. I'm not going to go through permutations just yet. Dear me, 38.
Too early in the
day. Too early in the season. 38 minutes gone here at Field Mill. This is the one that matters. Carlisle United 0-0 with Mansfield Town. The ball down the line. Holmes misses out, but it comes to Whorley. Whorley, they're trying to get round his central defender, and Whorley wins the throw-in. This definitely Peter Murphy territory. He's going to swing this one in. The ball now, if you're looking at the Mansfield Town goal, the 18-yard box, if you look at the angle, the corner of the 18-yard box, it's about 10 yards outside that from that angle towards the centre. So Murphy now will left foot definitely. Kevin Gray on the far post, Adam Murray there, Bridges, Arenaldo, Holmes and Whorley all in the box for Carlisle United. Here's Peter Murphy. swinging one in with his left foot, drills it low, a little back heel. Who's he going to come to? Who's he going to fall to? Oh, there's a whole scramble, and it falls to a Mansfield Town defender and gets that ball up to Simon Brown. Brian Brown flicks it outside. The man running onto it is Ullenbeck. It's Baptise. Baptise crosses to the far post. Peter Murphy underneath this. Good header under pressure from Peter Murphy, but it's only come out as far as Lawrence Wilson. Wilson now left back, chips it into the penalty area. Up goes Arenalde, pushed in the back. He is, and it's a free kick now to Carlisle United. As Kieran takes the free kick and just comes up to the midfield, and Stephen Dawson working well with Delaye, but up goes Peter Murphy, up goes Kevin Gray, scoops it clear. 0-0 at the moment, score stays the same. That's good enough for Carlisle United to get promotion. They just need 1 point to get promotion. And now the ball, nice play. Now the referee waves play on there, but Stephen Dawson looked to be making a good run. Here's Lumsden. Lumsden trying to find Whorley. Whorley there doing battle with Baptiste. It comes to Adam Murray. Adam Murray there trying to get it to Baptiste. Doesn't work out. And away comes the right back down the Carlisle left flank. Good interception, Chris Billy twice. Comes now to Arenalde, out of play, and that's a throw to Carlisle United. But Chris Billy doing what he does best there, just spoiling and breaking things up. Still Gisborough 1, Penrith 1. Michael Bridges now for Carlisle United. Spreads it right side to Arneson. Arneson looking for a forward pass. Straight down the middle looking for Derrick Holmes. Holmes can't get there. Oh, he comes off the foot of Baptiste. The goalkeeper didn't pick it up. He didn't know. He was unsure whether it was a back pass, but he's cleared his lines. Ball played by Arenalde. It's intercepted again. The ball now with Ullenbeck. Arenalde with an interception, and the ball comes through to Derrick Holmes. Lumsden down the centre looking for Bridges. Bridges beaten to it by Baptiste, and Baptiste gives it now to Lawrence Wilson, and a chance for Wilson now to raid down the Carlisle right side. High pace, Mike.
Oh, it is. It's been pretty frantic. Not an awful lot of quality, but
now here's a ball into
chances have come.
Oh, it's a ball into the Carlisle penalty area, and well, the referee there has allowed Kieran Westwood. Kieran, when he went up for the ball, fell over Baptiste, dropped the ball, and the referee waved play on, and he's okay, Kieran. He's just a little bit winded with that fall, but he's got the ball. That's a good ball down the line there to. Oops, it's not a free kick. That's a good ball there by Arenalde. And Arenalde going for a return from Murray. Reverse pass looking for Holmes, but intercepted. And once again, it's Mansfield Town that come away with the ball. It comes to Delaye, Newcastle 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. As Peter Murphy now comes over the halfway line, gives it to Adam Murray, who scoops it forward. That could be a good ball. Bridges in the penalty. Oh, good turn, Bridges shoots. Oh, great save by the keeper. But Michael Bridges there with a great turn, and in the end, it was a good save by Jason White. So near, yet so far. And when you get to a situation like that, you fancied Michael Bridges really to curl it, Mike, but
yeah, I thought he made it a little bit easier for Jason White in the Mansfield goal. Hit it straight at him at a decent height, made it easy for the keeper to make the save. Expected it going into that top corner.
Long throw, Arenalde, Holmes, back header, comes to the edge of the box, Arneson's volley. Oh, that's not a bad effort there from Paul Arneson, but it's gone wide of the angle of post and bar.
That was Michael Bridges that day.
Oh, it's Bridges.
It is Bridges, just peeling away now to the right.
It was just the position. And that was a goal kick now to Mansfield Town. Still remains at 0-0. And don't forget the scores, all the latest scores. Leyton Orient drawing at Lincoln. And if that result stays the same, Lincoln and Leyton Orient at 1-1, and Carlisle do lose this game, then Carlisle will still be promoted. But however, that's for the second half maybe. Chris Billy there spreads the play right side. Now this is Paul Arneson. He's having to give chase for it. Gets it eventually. Knocks it inside to Chris Billy again. Steadies on his right foot. Lifts it down the channel. Carl Whorley. No, he was not going to get there. It's a goal kick now to Mansfield Town. Just looking at the for the fourth official on the far side. I think we're going to struggle to see it, Mike. The sun's shining on the far side, and I don't know whether we'll be able to see the number, so we'll be relying, I think, on the announcer. But
it's quite a bright day now, though, isn't it?
It is a bright day, especially in the sunshine. We're in the shade up in the stand, of course, but good jump by Peter Murph. And the ball now falls to Arneson, just steadies himself. Another long ball is released, looking for Whorley. Whorley and Helder just collided. Oh, the ball given away to Arneson. Now it's down the line. Here's Carl Whorley. Bridges in the centre, expectant, waiting, but again, well, it's a free kick. I think it is. 1 minute of added time. 1 minute of added time. Carlisle have got a free kick just outside the Mansfield penalty area, in between the 18-yard box and the touchline, and it's going to be Peter Murphy to chip this one in. A little bit of anxiety for Mansfield, a little bit of hope for Carlisle United maybe, as Murphy now with his left foot. Now can he find the back of the net, or can somebody else? In it comes. His referee very attentive, watching what's going on in the penalty area, and indeed he's blown his whistle. He's just saying, look, I'm having none of it. There's pushing and boring, pushing and shoving. Now he wants Murphy to take the free kick. Peter Murphy drills it low. That could go anywhere. That was such a good delivery, but they've hooked it clear. Now and Chris Billy, good interception, Chris Billy. Again, that's what he does best. Good ball, Adam Murray to Arenalde. Arenalde too close to the keeper, is it? For Derrick Holmes, goalkeeper takes it, Jason White. But I thought it was a good delivery there by Peter Murphy.
Yeah, it was whipped in, and it just needed a touch from. But that seems to be the way the things have gone in this first half, Derrick. The ball just hasn't quite fallen.
Well, that is
Carlisle foot, has it?
It is. That is the half-time whistle. It's 0-0. Carlisle are on course for promotion. A point would be good enough, and at the moment it's tense. And the only surprising thing is the fact that it's 0-0 at half-time. Lumsden had the first shot on target. He had a shot saved on 10 minutes, and then Bridges a misheader after 16 when he possibly should have done better. And then Mansfield replied, and there was a good save by Kieran Westwood from young Simon Brown. And then there was a whole host of chances, or half chances and saves within the space of about 3 or 4 minutes. Bridges went close. Day clipped the bar for Mansfield Town. Adam Murray too high with his header, and 44 minutes Bridges had a shot saved. But I suppose the closest Carlisle have come was when Michael Bridges beat the goalkeeper to the ball. He was wide right, scooped it across the looked to be going in at the near post. Baptise got back, looked to hook it behind for a corner, but the referee gave the goal kick. But however, Mike, I suppose we've got to say so far so good.
I think so. You've got to be satisfied with the way things are. It, as I said, the ball just hasn't quite fallen. Carlisle have made plenty of opportunities in the, particularly in the 6-yard box, but when the ball's dropped, it seems to have dropped to a Mansfield foot, and the opportunities have sort of come and gone. But it's been that sort of game so far. There's been half chances at both ends, and very evenly poised.
Indeed. Well, the spring sunshine here. We're going to be entertained by the girls out there in their nice little outfits. So Mike and I look forward to that, and in the meantime we'll hand you back to the studio with the half-time score: Mansfield Town 0, Carlisle United 0. Thanks very much, Paul. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Field Mill. 45 minutes away, Carlisle United. They're 0-0 at the moment, and that will be enough to see them get back-to-back promotions. As Paul Newton quite rightly said, second time in their history, and the first time was 41 years ago. Carlisle United in their white shirts now are defending the goal to the left. That's the goal where the Carlisle United fans are packed behind, and Kieran Westwood getting a rousing applause from his supporters, and hoping they'll keep a clean sheet. Carlisle United, of course, had a couple of chances in the first half, Mike, and so did Mansfield in a way, but the surprising thing is it's 0-0 at half time. It could so easily have been 1-1, 2-1 or whatever.
Oh yes, it could quite easily have been, and it's just, I think there have been half chances, Derrick, haven't there? And they're not been clear blown chances, probably apart from Rhys Day's header, which clipped the bar. Was a good cross from this right hand side from Ullenbeck. But Carlisle have got it all to play for in this second half, and I just feel that they will probably try and step up a gear and push Mansfield onto the back foot.
Indeed. Well, the referee, Mr. Drysdale, looking at his watch, blows the whistle. Chris Billy hits one down the Mansfield right flank, defensive header there from Baptise. Oh, Arinaldi misjudged that header. Lumsden there gets a little nudge, but he's beaten in the air, and Chris Billy Hall, he's hooked that into the path of Callum Lloyd, who's racing down the left side with him in support. Oh, that's a good ball as well to Barca. Barca gets it back now to the left back Wilson, who misses completely, and that's a throw in to Carlisle United, which Paul Arneson will take. Carlisle United line up the same team as last week. Kieran Westwood in goal, Arneson, Gray, Murphy and Arinaldi across the back. Murray, Adam Murray that is, Chris Lumsden and Billy in midfield, and Whorley, Bridges and Holmes up front. And it's a throw now to Carlisle United again, and they've gained some 30 yards up the right hand touchline. Arneson now will take it. The white shirts of Carlisle United attacking the goal to the right, and Derrick Holmes trying to win this ball for Carlisle. He doesn't. Wilson hooks it forward. Kevin Gray heads it into touch, and that's a throw now to Mansfield Town. No changes, Mike, so far. I wonder how long it'll be before Simon Hackney comes on. Well, I think it's almost certain. I suppose Paul Simpson will wait probably the customary 15 minutes to see how things are going, and if it's still a stalemate at 60 minutes, I think we will see Simon Hackney on. Now here's Michael Bridges there trying to run away from his central defender Helder, but nearly made a mistake. Now a chance from Adam Murray, first time ball up to Bridges. Bridges there doing control, edge of the box, tries a left foot shot, blocked, comes to Adam Murray, tries a right foot shot, but that's curling away from the angle of post and bar, and that's a goal kick now to Mansfield Town. But good speculative effort there by Adam Murray, returning of course to one of his former clubs, and it was 4 years ago that Adam Murray was in the Mansfield team that beat Carlisle 2-0 there, where Mansfield Town got promotion. Adam Murray led both the goals on that day. He laid both the goals on, indeed he did. And now let's hope he can do the same for Carlisle United. It's a goal kick taken by Jason White. Adam Murray there doesn't control it. The ball skims off his left foot, lands on top of the stand on the far side. There's all sorts of ooze. Oh, it nearly went down the hole that's in the stand. Now eventually it comes back onto the pitch. Arinaldi retrieves it, and Baptise will take the throw. When I first came in, I realised there was a hole in the roof, and I'm thinking, how on earth can they get away with that? And then realised after you mentioned it was condemned. And it's midfield now for Mansfield Town. Now the ball's back in their own half through Helder. Helder with a right foot pass. Not a bad ball either, and he's found Uhlenbeck. Uhlenbeck just shielding that ball well, and lays a good ball out to this left side. Is it? No, it isn't. Too far in front of Wilson, and the ball out of play, and it's a throw now to Carlisle United, which Paul Arneson will take. Arneson with the throw, looking down the line. Carl Whorley sporting an afro haircut today. He's got rid of the braids for today's game. Looking for Holmes. Holmes tries to volley it forward, but the ball comes back. Peter Murphy there, good defensive header, picked up in midfield by Larrier. Gets now to Uhlenbeck, a little step over, and I was going to say a little step over there. Callum Lloyd, I don't think read it, but I think the ball was too fast anyway, going too fast, and it's out for a goal kick now, which Kieran Westwood will take for Carlisle United. The Blue and White Army behind Kieran's goal, expectant, and what a roar there will be if Carlisle can score a goal. 1 point will be enough for promotion. 1 point will be enough. Over the halfway line, it's Whorley, nods it into the path of Lumsden, side foots it to Chris Billy, who lays it into the path of Arinaldi. Back to Chris Billy again. Arinaldi scoops it high down the right touch line. And Derrick Holmes, oh dear me, well, he can't head it forward any firmer than that. And I think, no, Holmes does, Whorley does well. He's kept it in play. Adam Murray now waiting because nobody's in the box. And in the end, he does cross, and Laye manages to get the ball half clear. Arinaldi drifts inside. Good ball out to Adam Murray. Adam Murray now wants it on his right foot, tries to go round his defender, but was always second best on that. And Lumsden there with a good tackle, and it's Adam Murray that's left on the ground from that tackle, and good play by Baptise, and Baptise hits it from right to left. That's a good ball. Callum Lloyd's got Lawrence Wilson outside him. Here's Wilson now looking for a runner, not six square, the ball with Larrier, and they're working little 1-2s, but Chris Billy, an excellent tackle, but the clearance only comes out as far as Simon Brown. Attacking Arneson, drifts inside, no penalty, still a chance for Mansfield Town. Simon Brown went down. He's not pretty happy with that, but the cross comes in. It's still Barca trying to get there, and Carlisle United under pressure at the minute from Laurier on his right foot, scoops it down the centre. Barca with a back header, and Simon Brown gets it across. It's still not clear. Carlisle really struggling at the moment, and now the ball out to Wilson. The cross comes in, still can't get there. Barca falls over, and a chance now for Murphy to clear his lines. Over the halfway line, only as far as Rhys Day. Rhys Day now gets it to Helder outside left to Wilson. The yellow shirts now. Perhaps they can sniff something here. Back now to Wilson. Wilson down the line, looking for the runner Stephen Dawson. Oh, it's a missed kick there from... and another defensive error. They're still going. It's a right mix-up between Gray and Arneson. The cross comes in. Adam Murray gets a defensive header. The ball outside on the right-hand side. And that's a good tackle by Aronalde on Ullenbeck.
Well, Carlisle are really struggling here, Derrick. It's all been Mansfield in this last couple of minutes, and Carlisle can't get out of their own half.
It's been sustained pressure for 3 minutes there from Mansfield Town, and now they've got the throw in. Looks as if Baptise is the man to take the throw. Oh, it's a good one into the box. Murphy gets a header to it, but it's a corner kick. And straight away Lawrence Wilson will come across to the Carlisle right side and deliver an in-swinging corner kick with his left foot. You're listening to Saturday Sport, BBC Radio Cumbria. Short corner, Carlisle caught out, Ullenbeck, but Chris Lumsden's equal to it, but it's another corner, and it nearly goes in somebody's back garden down that... in fact, it's gone in somebody's back garden, away over the far side. Another corner kick. It's going to be taken by Wilson again, and it's the turn of the Mansfield Town fans to raise the volume. They probably can sense something. Carlisle there under a little bit of pressure at the moment. Corner kick comes in, good delivery. Murphy, what a great header that is. And a good flick up there to Whorley. Bridges waiting for Whorley to make a run. Good ball down the middle. Oh, and Whorley can't control it. And a chance now for Jason White, the goalkeeper, to clear his lines. Oh, and to Murphy and Aronalde getting in each other's way. It's offside against Simon Brown. And it's a goal kick, and Murph and Aronalde there just shake hands. They make up after that mix-up that could have been costly, but it wasn't. Still remains at 0-0.
It certainly had my heart in my mouth there, Derrick. Really, it was a bad mistake. They both left it for each other, and that allowed Mansfield in.
Well, that's a free kick there from goalkeeper Kieran Westwood, and he's planted it straight out of touch, and it's a throw now to Mansfield Town. Barca shielding it. Baptiste. Murphy cuts it out, but it's he's lucky to find Arneson with that, and it's a high ball by Arneson. Bridges is giving chase here. Bridges can he get there? Bridges, oh, he's flicked it into the net, but he's adjudged to have pushed his defender each day. And I must admit,
well, it was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I think it was,
yeah. Now, I was going to say good ball by Holmes, but Baptiste intercepted. Kevin Gray with the header. Adam Murray on his chest trying to control it, but he hooks it forward. And down that left-hand side, Michael Bridges. Lovely first touch, Michael Bridges. He's inside. Still Michael Bridges. Good tackle, Baptiste. Still Bridges. And it's cleared there eventually by Laye. Well, the crowd are screaming and shouting for... it was Michael Bridges there that went in for a late tackle on Baptiste. Baptiste is saying, well, what did you do that for? And the referee having a firm word with Michael Bridges.
Michael Bridges could be in a little bit of trouble here, actually, because I saw the incident, and he pushed was it number 6 Baptiste in the face.
Baptiste, yeah. Well, the referee having a word with both of them. Baptiste for his reaction, Michael Bridges for his challenge. They shake hands, and once again, Mr. Drysdale, who has been pretty lenient, it must be said, with the yellow cards, and 31 games this season, 116 yellows, but he's had the opportunity to book a couple of players this afternoon, and he's letting them off with a firm warning, which you like to see, Mike, but I wouldn't be surprised if Michael
Bridges raised his arms there to Baptiste, and I think if the referee had seen that, he could well have red carded Michael Bridges.
Right, well, in the meantime, it's Mansfield Town now on the attack, but that's a good charge down there by Michael Bridges. And Simon Hackney, as we say, the Roadrunner, is about to come on for Carlisle United, and I guess it might be Derrick Holmes, but that's a good long ball there from Arenalde, putting Day under a bit of pressure, and he clears on top of that stand on the far side, the old derelict stand, and a chance now for Hackney to come on, and the man that's coming off is indeed Derrick Holmes. So Derrick Holmes makes way for Simon Hackney. So Carlisle now have gone an orthodox 4-4-2. Just had another latest score and an important one at the bottom. Stockport County 2, Shrewsbury 0. Throw has been taken. Adam Murray drifts it forward and volleyed away by Rhys Day, and Arenalde takes the throw. Michael Bridges couldn't get there, and some defending for Mansfield Town to do. Baptiste. Arenalde gets a header in. Chris Billy now on his chest. Gives Arneson a little bit of space on the right side. Arneson now on his right foot. Delivers it forward, looking for the head of Bridges, but Day gets there first. Lumsden there for Carlisle. Can't get hold of it at all. And now the ball with Adam Murray. Back to Lumsden. Outside right is Arneson. Good ball down to Adam Murray. Adam Murray chips one forward, looking for Bridges. Too hard, too fast, and it's gone through to Jason White. Oh, it's a good ball, is Barca. Good tackle by Lumsden, Arneson, Kevin Gray. Chris Billy gets it away now to Hackney. Well, Hackney going on a run, doesn't keep it in play. And welcome back to Field Mill. The ball out of play, throw to Mansfield, remains at 0-0. You listen to Saturday Sport on BBC Radio Cumbria. Gisborough 1, Penrith 2. That's good news for Penrith. Michael Reid scoring for Penrith. Now is Lumsden. Gets that ball out to Adam Murray. Hasn't had the best of games. I mean, trying to force that ball down to Michael Bridges, but again, it's good play by the centre half Helder. And here come Mansfield Town again, down the left side. Easy interception from Paul Arneson. High ball looking for Carl Whorley on his thigh. Carl Whorley trying to shrug off the attention of Helder. Can't do it. Ball comes now to Dawson. Dawson plays it right side, Baptiste. Baptiste into Dawson again, scoops it forward looking for Uhlenbeck. Good play by Arenalde. Arenalde to Chris Billy, and he was under a bit of pressure there, but Murphy tidies up. And now it's Arneson. Outside right is Adam Murray. Adam Murray, he's put it down the line, which was the initial pass, but a chance here for Helder. And Helder's under pressure. I think it's a hamstring. Yeah, he's gone down. He immediately pulled up. He's just pulled something, a muscle at the back of his thigh, and that looks like a hamstring. And Helder looks to be in a little bit of bother as corner kick's been taken. It's across the box. Nobody got a head on it, and it's now a goal kick. And Mansfield not happy with Mr. Drysdale at all. But what I can't understand is why Helder. Well, there's a yellow card gone. Mansfield Town are losing it completely with Mr. Drysdale, and I think it was Helder that got the. It was Lawrence Wilson. I think. 27. Was it Rhys Day? I think got the booking, wasn't it, in the number 5? Well, the Mansfield Town supporters and the players absolutely furious with Mr. Drysdale. But again, now eventually Helder, the one that's injured, he's limping to the touchline. What I cannot understand is where on earth was the physiotherapist for Mansfield Town. But anyway, it's a substitution. We'll try and find out the man that's coming on. I think is Carl Jacobs. Carl Jacobs has come on for the. It is indeed. Carl Jacobs has come on from Helder. Well, that was strange to say the least. Now is Adam Murray. Adam Murray there puts the ball, looking to put it down the line. Intercepted. Arneson, the ball over the top. Now can Whorley get there? The ball could bounce. No, it doesn't. I say could bounce to Bridges, but it's hooked clear. Now that's a free kick. A free kick for Mansfield Town. Kevin Day climbing all over Simon Brown. All of a sudden it's got a little bit tense here. 17 minutes gone, still 0-0 by the way, and it's enough now for Carlisle United. 1 point would give them, of course, promotion. But there are all sorts of twists and turns yet, I'm sure, with just under half an hour to go. Free kick's going to be taken by Lawrence Wilson. Just chips it to the left-hand side of the area. Goes everybody's head. That's drifting off for a goal kick. And once again, two players going for the same ball in Arenaldi and Gray. Unfortunately, they both missed it, and it's a goal kick now to Carlisle United, which Westwood will take.
Well, it certainly put a little bit of sparkle into the game, hasn't it, the incident with Helder. And I feel for the Mansfield players, because it was a strange decision from the referee's point of view that it didn't allow the substitution to be made, and Helder was forced to come back on the pitch.
Well, here comes Callum Lloyd making a determined run down the middle. Here's Barca, good ball, outside right, Ulenbeck now lifts it to the far post. Kicks, kept in play, and Mansfield have scored. Richie Barca. 18 minutes of the second half gone. Richie Barca has prodded the ball in from 3 yards, and not the latest score we wanted to hear. It's Mansfield Town 1, Carlisle United 0.
Well, Carlisle got caught out there with a ball. It was a good ball from Ulenbeck. He picked out Simon Brown, who ghosted in on the far post, and he managed just to keep the ball in play and get the ball back across goal. And there was Richie Barca just to side foot the loose ball home. A poor goal defensively from Carlisle, because nobody picked up Brown's run to the far post, and it was his pass into the 6-yard box that allowed Barca to open the scoring.
Well, here's Whorley on the edge of the box, can't get there. Bridges can. Bridges trying to create some space. Still Bridges, and he's pushing and pulling. And all Ulenbeck was doing there, all Ulenbeck was doing with his defensive job. And Michael Bridges, he was pushing and pulling at Ulenbeck, and he's given away the free kick. Well, Carlisle United trailing by a goal to 0, and I dare say that's worth contemplating what's going to happen. Oh dear me, this really is tense, isn't it? So Carlisle would remain on. And that's a missed kick there from Arenaldi, and a nice little nod by Arneson into the path of Adam Murray. Adam Murray still going, drifting out to the touchline. That's a good ball into Whorley. Whorley trying to shield the ball. He's got, now he's turning, he's facing goal. Tries a left foot shot all along the ground. Chris Billy had gone up in support as well, but it's nicely into the arms of the goalkeeper, Jason White.
Well, shades of Monday, isn't it, with Notts County? It's Carlisle have got to come back again and try and get a goal here.
And they've got to do it in a little bit better fashion as well, because their player's been a little bit scrappy, but that's a nice ball played up. That's a lovely ball from Whorley into the path of Hackney. Hackney streaking now, crosses that ball in. Nobody at the far post, and only one player, and that was Michael Bridges in the box for Carlisle United. He went to the near post, and Hackney hit it to the far post, and it's bounced behind for a goal kick.
Well, the disappointment was that nobody got forward with Michael Bridges there to make it a little bit easier for Simon Hackney to pick somebody out. Michael Bridges was the only player in the penalty area, and there was plenty of time from the build-up to have got players forward.
Wickham have equalised at Rushden and Diamonds, and it's now 1-1, and it's still Lincoln 1, Leyton Orient 1. Now the significance of that one is that if Lincoln beat Leyton Orient, and this result remains the same, Carlisle will still be promoted. But there's still a long way to go. Yeah, Adam Murray with a good tackle, and it's a defensive tackle though, and he's given away the throw in. Peterborough 0, Macclesfield 1, and another substitution. The man going off for
Simon Brown. And the man coming on, I think, is 24, Nathan Arnold.
Nathan Arnold on for Simon Brown. Well, Simon Brown's done his job, definitely, but Simon Brown, they're getting to the far post to stop that ball going out, just knocked it back, and there was Richie Barca to poke in an all-important goal. But unfortunately, the goal is for Mansfield Town, who have taken the throw. Looks as if champagne on ice at the minute for Carlisle United. Ball into the box. It still comes out to... the shot comes in from Dawson, but it's comfortable there for Westwood in the Carlisle United goal. Long clearance, looking for Whorley. Good flick on Whorley. Here's Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges shielding that ball well. Lumsden trying to find Hackney. There's a little back header there from the substitute Carl Jacobs, and Carlisle United now have a throw right by the corner flag, which I'm almost certain, no, Arinaldi doesn't take a long one, takes a short one. Chris Billy, now he's got the chance of taking a long one. Ball coming off once again, Carl Jacobs into Bridges. Bridges now comes to Lumsden on his wrong foot. Lumsden there gets the deflection, and it's a throw now to Mansfield Town. Rugby League full time, Egremont 32, Saddleworth 16. And Rugby Union latest, Durham City 10, Penrith 12. Durham City 10, Penrith 12. And Penrith will be promoted should they win that game. But here at Phil Mill, the script has gone just a little bit awry as the ball now played through, but it's nicely comfortable for Kieran Westwood in the Carlisle United goal. And Kieran now just decides to roll the ball out, hits one with his left foot straight down the middle. That's Carl Whorley trying to get there. Chris Billy couldn't, but defensive play there by Delaye, and that allows Arinaldi with the throw. Bridges back to Arinaldi, inside to Michael Bridges again. Bridges now drags one back, it's on his right foot, chipping one into the edge of the area. Hawley trying to get there. Now will it fall now to Bridges again? Bridges going forward, 30 yards out. Still Bridges laying one up for Carl Whorley. Carl Whorley, now he's got, what's Carl Whorley going to do? He's twisting and turning on the edge of the box, but he's lost possession in the end to Uhlenbeck, and Uhlenbeck clears his lines. Out of play, throw to Carlisle United.
Yeah, you feel that Simon Hackney's got to be brought into the play here. Carlisle are not getting much joy down the centre of the field, and I think they've got to play it out wide and let Hackney run at the defenders.
Again is Arinaldi, and Arinaldi there was fouled. It's a free kick to Carlisle United, and Workington Reds 2, Alfreton 0. Matt Henney scoring. Now Lumsden with the free kick from the Carlisle left touchline. It's going to curl in.
Good delivery, Chris,
oh
please.
Dear me, what price a goal now. It is a good delivery as well, perhaps a bit too high, and the goalkeeper takes it with great ease, Jason White. Yeah, just wanted to be whipped in, didn't it really? But Jason White now just taking the ball to the edge of his area. Michael Bridges just looking, saying he's time wasting. Rushton and Diamonds 1, Wickham Wanderers 2. The cheer you hear there was a little bit of a, oh dear me, that was goalkeeper. The centre half went all over Carl Whorley, but the balls eventually broke to Arinaldi. Yeah, Rushton Diamonds 1, Wickham Wanderers 2. Bridges again taking the ball. Now he's facing goal. Square ball's on for Lumsden. Lumsden, can he get a shot in? He can, but it's a weak one, and it's deflected. It's deflected off John Baptiste, and the ball comes off Hackney on the far side, and that's a throw now to Mansfield Town, who lead by a goal to nil with 24.5 minutes gone of the second half. Ball headed forward. Now Bridges in a bit of space. Still Michael Bridges. Still Michael. Oh, he's going on a run, but he forgot to take the ball with him. That's an easy clearance now. Oh, and now it's good ball comes to Adam Murray. Good ball, Adam Murray. Here's Chris Billy. Chris Billy now just drags it back, and it's a corner kick to Carlisle United, which Lumsden will trot across to take. Well, Michael Bridges there had a chance. He was going ghosting past two defenders, but unfortunately he went, but the ball didn't go with him. He forgot to take the ball.
It was a poor touch.
It was a poor touch.
Much to the
now
delight of the Mansfield fans.
Murphy making a late run. Lumsden near post ball. Here's Bridges. Bridges hooks it in. Header away. The ball won't come to Peter Murphy. Peter Murphy giving chase for that. Could go out for a throw in. It does. Now who's going to take this one? Is it going to be Paul Arneson, or will it be Murphy himself? Oxford 0, Northampton Town 2. Northampton in second place, of course. And in comes Peter Murphy with the throw, looking for Bridges. Bridges, ball bounced up on his arm. Referee waves play on, but Mansfield Town get it clear only as far as Arneson. Arneson heads it forward. Murphy, they're just beaten in the air. Adam Murray, ball comes to Murphy again, who hooks it across, but it now comes to Uhlenbeck. Well played by Chris Billy again. Chris Billy down the left-hand touchline to Carl Whorley. That's a poor bounce, and it's a free kick now to Mansfield Town, to Carlisle United. Just at the angle of the 18-yard box. It's about a yard outside. Lumsden there ready to chip one in. Now Willie with pace. Plenty up for Carlisle United. 5-6 in the box. including Bridges and Gray at the far post. Lumsden, he's got Peter Murphy square if Peter Murphy wants one square. But Lumsden lifts it in, and again it's headed away, comfortable by Mansfield Town, and Lumsden's got to be very quick to see what he's going to do here. He's under pressure, gives it to Arneson, who's the only man back, and Arneson lifts it forward, onside. Now edge of the box job again, could it break to Whorley? Volley over the bar, in fact it was well wide, goal kick Mansfield, Whorley. That was a disappointing effort because he had time, he had space, the ball dropped nicely for him, but his volley well wide of the angle of post and bar.
Yes, that was a good opportunity really. Things had opened up for Carl Whorley there. Just needed a better first touch, I think. But he tried to get the volley away very, very quickly after that first touch and screwed it well wide off the side of his foot.
Oxford 0, Northampton Town 3. Northampton now looking for close the gap on Carlisle United. They will go to 79 points. Carlisle will remain on 81 if it stays the same. But Chris Lumsden might have other ideas, just waiting for a support player. The support player is Arneson, bobbly pitch, poor ball. But he might have a second chance, but no, he hasn't, because that's lovely play by the substitute Nathan Arnold. But Murphy's covering, gets it back to Kieran Westwood. Kieran Westwood beats his man, gives it back to Murph. Murph now on his wrong foot, but that's not a bad pass with his right boot anyway, and that's a free kick to Carlisle United, halfway inside the Mansfield half, and I would suggest there perhaps a little bit of an advantage may have helped Carlisle there. But however, Peter Murphy now coming up to take it, halfway inside the Mansfield half, dead central.
Just a little bit too central to be a danger, yeah. I think, Derrick here.
And Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1. Ball chipped straight down the middle. Arinaldi with a header onto the 6-yard box, but he's adjudged to have lent all over his defender, and that's going to be a free kick to Mansfield Town, who lead by a goal to 0. The ball now with Michael Bridges on the halfway line, gives it into the path of Adam Murray, still in his own half right side. Long ball played down the middle, looking for Carl Whorley, who's watching it very carefully. Good turn, Carl Whorley, and that's out for a corner kick off Baptise, who's moved to a central defensive position. Macclesfield, Peterborough have equalised at home to Macclesfield. It's 1-1, Peterborough in 8th place. That's going to be Simon Hackney with the corner. Good delivery needed, please, Simon. Peter Murphy lurking on the penalty spot. Now Peter's going into the 6-yard box. That's not a bad delivery. Oh, and it's a little flick by the defender. It hit Kevin Gray, who was running in, and it just went the wrong side of the post. It's a goal kick. But Kevin Gray watching this carefully, comes to Chris Billy, still in their own half. Arinaldi in the left back position, drills it forward over the head of Whorley, could fall into the path of Whorley again. Good turn. Now he's got a chance. Chris Billy gives it to Michael Bridges. Bridges is now drifting in, does a step over, still Michael Bridges. Well, that's theatrical. He's holding his ankle. The ball is cleared up higher, and there's danger here as Nathan Arnold flicks it over and just over the bar. Well, that was unlucky there by Nathan Arnold. He flicked the ball over Kevin Gray, 18-yard box, outside of his right foot, lobbed the ball over the keeper, and fortunately for Carlisle United, it went over the bar, and it's a goal kick. In the meantime, Michael Bridges is clutching onto his right leg. Drysdale has come down to see how he is. On comes Neil Dalton. Bridges in trouble, and Glenn Murray, the man that's warming up for Carlisle United.
Well, it's been a disjointed second half, Derrick, hasn't it? Been a poor performance in the second half so far, and we've just not been firing on all cylinders at all, really. The first touches have been poor in the main, and the chances seem to have come and gone, and they've only been half chances at best.
Indeed, yes. And well, Michael Bridges is up. He's going to limp to the touchline. Glenn Murray, in fact, it looks as though there's going to be a double substitution. Well, certainly I can tell you Mansfield Town, mate. Alan Russell, I think, is the man coming on for Mansfield Town. Just looking at the touchline. Michael Bridges is jogging along the touchline trying to shake off any injury, but he's not. No, Michael Bridges is definitely in a bit of trouble. Oxford 1 at Northampton 3. And I lost the man that went off there, to be honest.
Baptise went off for Mansfield.
Baptise went off.
So it's Glenn Murray has come on for Carlisle, and it's Kevin Gray that's gone off.
Well, Michael Bridges is still off. And Kevin, well, this is strange. This is very strange because Kevin Gray has gone off, sitting on the bench, and Michael Bridges come back on. So Kevin Gray obviously must have got a knock, and it's Kevin Gray that's the man that's gone off. Now here's Peter Murphy. Peter Murphy defending the square ball on for the goalkeeper. Another square. No, he's going to clear this. Is Kieran. Well, good luck there to Penrith. In the meantime, Kevin Gray is the man that's gone off for Carlisle United. Michael Bridges is back on, but not moving with a great deal of ease. And really at the back, Peter Murphy there is virtual. Oh, he got a kick there, and that's going to be a free kick surely. And free kick to Carlisle there, but it's inside their own half left side. We've had 35 minutes gone, and Carlisle United are trailing by a goal to nil. We are now in a period where Carlisle have been at their most productive. They do finish strongly, and how we do need a goal now. Murphy with the free kick, good delivery as well. Up goes, ball breaks to Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges, good control. First touch trying to find Whorley on the edge of the box, didn't work out. Here's Adam Murray, a little back flick. Bridges giving chase. Still Michael Bridges, shielding it well. Treads on the ball and falls over. And the man back there covering was Richie Barca, the goal scorer. The ball played up now to the substitute Nathan Arnold. Nathan Arnold beaten by Murphy. Arenalde gives it to Lumsden on the halfway line. Lays it down looking for Carl Whorley. Ball headed clear. Throw to Carlisle United. Now they need the support of the fans. Banked behind that goal away to the left.
Not been an awful lot for them to shout about, Derrick, so far, has it?
It's not been the best of performance, but my word, a goal here would certainly lift their spirits and give Carlisle the point they need. Into the box. Ball's breaking outside the box, and Lumsden there brought down the substitute Alan Russell, and it's going to be a free kick now to Mansfield Town, who lead by a goal to nil. Richie Barca on 62 minutes. And of course the other scenario here that we're looking at is when latest scores coming in. If Lincoln can beat Leyton Orient, then Carlisle will be promoted anyway. But Lincoln have got to get a goal, and it's 1-1 at Sincil Bank at the moment. So if Carlisle can't do it themselves, they'll be relying on our dear friends from Lincolnshire. That's a long high clearance. Not a particularly good defensive header either. But Mansfield somehow managed to get it up over the halfway line. Arneson, Chris Billy now. Chris Billy just nods it straight up in the air. Chris Billy again doing some defensive duties, but it breaks now on this left-hand side to Lloyd. Lloyd inside. The ball now, it comes now to Dearme, and hesitancy, and here's Arneson. Arneson clears his lines, and up to Glenn Murray, who comes off his knee and gets it back to Adam Murray. Good ball down the centre. If Michael Bridges can control this, first touch wasn't bad, but he's being swamped by Richie Barca, and the chance now. Well, he's given the free kick against Michael Bridges. Bridges and Richie Barca having a real old battle, and Barca, by the look of it, who scored the goal and is a striker, is playing in the central defensive role at the moment. One last throw of the dice now for Carlisle. Simon Grand is the man that's coming on. Now Simon Grand, a central defender, but he is going to go as a striker. Carl Whorley is dropping back in midfield to supply Bridges, Grand and Glenn Murray. Oh, good play by Mansfield Town. The ball down the left side. Callum Lloyd, his cross was blocked by Arenalde, and he's laid it back to Wilson. Wilson wants it on his left foot, and that's out of play, and that's a throw to Carlisle United. So Simon Grand now, central defender, but he really does fancy himself as a striker. And Simon Grand doing battle, going for the cause. Barca underneath this. Whorley nods it forward. Simon Grand, the ball runs underneath his foot. It's cleared. Arneson with a volley forward. Mansfield now headed down, and the ball now with Nathan Arnold. Now it's on the right side now to Carl Jacobs. Jacobs laying it up, looking for the forward play of Arnold. Nice play, but Arenalde there's got a chance to clear his lines, and it comes now to Glenn Murray. Scoops it forward, looking for the run of Michael Bridges, but a good back header. And the ball now back with goalkeeper Jason White. 7 minutes to go. Carlisle trailing 1-0. Peter Murphy gets there, but it only drops as far as Dawson. Dawson now to Callum Lloyd. Lloyd cutting inside on his right foot, trying to work a 1-2 with Arnold. Here's Ullenbeck. The cross comes in. It goes right across the 6-yard box, and it's gone out of play. And it's now it's a goal kick too. Oh no, the referee's waved play on. But the referee's assistant still on that far side there, flagging up. The ball had gone out of play, and it's a goal kick. Now I'm not quite sure what Drysdale is telling his referee, but anyway, Kieran Westwood's got the ball. He's planting it down. He's going to take the goal kick. It's all a little bit strange.
Well, it was a little strange. To be fair to the assistant referee, he flagged as soon as that ball had actually gone out. But referee Drysdale hadn't seen the flag go up.
And I must say that Mansfield Town now really trying to throw men forward. Alan Russell is the man there, worrying Arenalde. Gets it up as far as Chris Billy. Billy Lear lays it back in the path of Murphy, who drills it forward, looking for Glenn Murray. The ball comes off Carl Jacobs, and that's a throw now to Carlisle. You're listening to a very tense and exciting Saturday sport, BBC Radio Cumbria. Is there anything else when Carlisle United are playing? The ball to the edge of the area, headed away, and the ball now comes on that right side to Russell. Russell with a hopeful ball forward. Murphy now with a square ball to Arneson. Arneson's being chased down by the ever-willing youngster Nathan Arnold, and it's Arneson now with the drills the ball forward. Arneson, Simon Grand looks for a free kick, doesn't get it, and here's Mansfield Town again in possession in the right back. Carl Jacobs. Jacobs laying a nice little ball up, but that's going to could be intercepted. Ball out of play, and it's a throw now to Carlisle United, who trail by 1-0. Gisborough 2, Penrith 3. Ryan Errington scoring what could be an important goal for Penrith. Mansfield Town in possession, lob it forward. Murphy underneath this. He's got to be accurate with his header, he is, and he nods it back to goalkeeper Westwood. Stockport County 3, Shrewsbury Town 1. Lincoln 1, Leyton Orient 1. That's the one we're looking for at the moment. Still 1-1. If Lincoln do get a goal and Leyton Orient lose this, then it's kept in play. Well played there by Carl Whorley, but he's passed to Lumsden. Lumsden's forward pass intercepted, and Carlisle have got to start from the back all over again. But it's nice play by Arnold. He gives space on the left-hand side for Lloyd. Knocks it inside now to Dawson. Dawson attacking Carlisle down their right side. He's got a chance of a cross now if he wants to. Does so, but that's taken by Westwood. And really we've got three big men up for Carlisle United. And here comes the ball. And again it's Barca. Now he gives it to Chris Ball. Poor ball, Chris Billy. And that's comes now to Lawrence Wilson, who clears his lines gratefully. Arneson underneath this, smashes it forward, only comes as far as Delaye. Murphy, but it's a chance. Oh, and he's blasted it over. Nathan Arnold. Well, that should have been 2-0. Nathan Arnold worked a nice little 1-2 with Russell, and he's blasted it over from 10 yards. Should have been 2-0, Mike.
Well, it was a great chance. I thought the assistant referee was going to put an offside flag up there, but he kept it down, and he ran clear there. But it was a poor shot in the end, really, and rattled the ball over the bar, well over the bar, and that was a real let-off for Carlisle.
Well, Carlisle United trying to set up another attack, but it's just not working for them today, and the ball has come off Carl Whorley, and it's a throw now to Mansfield Town. As Carlisle United now will trying to set up another attack, but they're being pegged in their own half at the moment, and Peter Murphy swings it to Paul Arneson. Arneson drills that ball forward, looking for Simon Grant. Good header, defensive header, and away come Mansfield Town yet again, and the ball over the top, and a chance now for Alan Russell. Alan Russell, the cross comes in, it's a lob. Peter Murphy, nice covering, Peter, gives it to Arenalde. Well, this is tight, isn't it?
It's proven to be a bit of an anticlimax on the day, isn't it? But that's a good header forward from Glenn Murray.
And that's the defensive header was equal to Murray's effort, and the ball safely into the arms of Jason White. Just looking at all sorts of scenarios for you. Well, it really is tight, isn't it? You've got Carlisle will have 81 points, Northampton will have 79, Grimsby have got 76, and we're still short. Up, yeah, it's ball headed forward, and it's still into the again. It's the heroics there by the number 9, Richie Barca, who's done exceptionally well as an emergency defender after he scored the goal that's put Mansfield Town in front. Long ball by goalkeeper Westwood. Ball tucked inside, but it's hacked away by Rhys Day. Arenalde heads it back in, but 5-6 players forward by Carlisle United, and Chris Billy, he's doing the midfield job on his own, and he's won the ball. Just lifts it down the old inside right channel. Good header by Barca again. Throw now to Carlisle United. It really is tight. Mike, it's I don't know.
Like just 1 minute.
Is there going to be a
just
little
looking at the red number,
yes.
but I can't see.
No, I can't see the red number. It's a back flick anyway, and it could come to Arenalde. Now Arenalde's got a chance. He lifts it to the far post, off, and it's a goal kick. 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes of added time. But I'm just looking down this league table, and I'm just wondering whether I'm right here, because Leyton Orient will have 75 points. 6, and even if we lose this, Carlisle United, I think, will still be going up if results stay the same.
Yeah, because they've got a vastly superior goal
they're
difference.
plus 14, we're plus 41. So whatever happens, I think Carlisle United will be promoted. I know you can't really say that. They got plus 41 against Leyton Orient's 14. Now there's no way you're going to turn around a 27 goals difference, is there, in 2 games? Or Leyton Orient aren't anyway.
Yeah, the big disappointment, I think, after this great unbeaten run, it's run out with a little bit of a whimper.
Yep. Chance now, Simon Grand can't head it forward. Easy for Macclesfield. Arneson underneath this with a deft back header. Last chance, maybe. Westwood smashes it forward again, looking for Glenn Murray. Skip on by Glenn Murray. Hawley with a chance. Oh, Simon Hackney misses his kick. Bridges shoots. Save. It's got to be. It's a goal. It's Carl Hawley. Oh, what a scramble. Carl Hawley surely has put Carlisle United into the first division. Well, what drama. They had 4 or 5 chances. It was blocked, it was saved, but it's that man, Carl Hawley, surely has put the goal, scored the goal that's going to put Carlisle United into League One. Oh, what drama. There's nothing easy with Carlisle United, but Carl Hawley, the hero, is 26th goal of the season, and my word, is there ever going to be a more important goal than that? Mike Corrie.
Well, dear me, we thought all those chances came and went, didn't they, Derrick? And it was the ball seemed to be bubbling around in that 6-yard box. 2 or 3 attempts on goal were blocked. The ball finally ran to Carl Hawley. He got a clean strike on it, but it hit the Mansfield defender and ricocheted into the net.
Oh, danger not over yet. A foul now. Simon Grand has dropped back to the centre of defence, and he's immediately felled the substitute Alan Russell. Now this is 18 plus 10, 28 yards out, just to the left of the D. Carlisle ready to celebrate, but not just yet. Did we get the crowd there?
I didn't get the crowd, no.
No, we'll try and get the crowd for you, but we've had the 3 minutes. The Carlisle wall is back on the 18-yard box. The man that's going to take it looks to be Alan Russell. Glenn Murray has gone back on the line. In comes the free kick. It's a curler, but headed away by Peter Murphy. Mansfield Town now are going to throw everybody forward. Carlisle defending for their lives now. Nice little 1-2 inside. Good tackle comes in there from Glenn Murray. Still it's not over. 3.5 minutes of added time. We were only supposed to have 3. The ball now with Lawrence Wilson. Cross comes in. The ball nodded. Smashed away by Glenn Murray. And that's it. That is the full-time whistle. And Carlisle United have got the all-important point that gives them automatic promotion up to League 2. Carl Whorley in the second minute of added time has put the ball in the back of the net, and that is it for Carlisle United. They have got automatic promotion on 82 points. So it's been nothing easy for Carlisle United, is there? They're going to their fans at the far end. There's a cordon of stewards and police in front of the Carlisle fans. Carlisle fans absolutely jubilant, I can tell you. Mike, what a finish. There's nothing easy.
Well, I am so pleased in one respect, Derrick. Brilliant to get the point that gives us automatic promotion, but I'm pleased they've kept this unbeaten run intact with that last gasp goal from Carl Whorley. Tremendous scenes here, absolutely tremendous scenes. The Carlisle fans banged away to the goal to our left, and lots of Carlisle fans in the main stand along to our left as well. We'll have to find out how many Carlisle fans have travelled down from Cumbria today, but it's probably something between 3,000 and 4,000. Their support has been unwavering throughout this 90 minutes. The players themselves have not performed particularly well, but they've got that crucial 1 point that takes Carlisle into League 1, gives them a double promotion for the second time in their history. And tremendous scenes. The Carlisle players are in the huddle. All the coaching staff are in that huddle as well. Everybody associated with the playing side of the club are dancing around on the edge of the box. Back to Derrick.
Thanks very much. And I'm just looking there at we're getting a little applause. Paul Simpson walking off with Billy Barr, and job done. Absolutely delighted. Carlisle United are bouncing up in the penalty area behind, and the Carlisle fans, they haven't seen a spectacle today, but my word, if Carl Whorley has ever scored a more important goal, will somebody please tell me. Carlisle looked dead and buried, but all credit to Paul Simpson. He threw men forward and 4 men up in the attack at the end, and it was Carl Whorley that put the ball in the back of the net eventually. And I was just wondering whether the Carlisle players actually will want to leave the pitch. It's a fantastic scenes here, dancing all over the white shirts of Carlisle United. And Carl Whorley, the hero, the hitman, has done it. He's 26th of the season, and he's made it Mansfield Town 1, Carlisle United 1. But you've got to say, the fans deserve it, Mike Corrie.
Oh, the fans absolutely do deserve it, really. And although Carlisle didn't perform particularly well, they kept going to the bitter end again. And when that chance finally came, Carl Whorley, who's had such a magnificent season, hasn't played it as well of late, but he was there, Johnny on the spot, to force that loose ball home, to give these tremendous scenes. It's just a pity for me that this wasn't at Bunton Park, because it would have been a spectacular occasion. But for the travelling fans that have come to Mansfield this afternoon, this will live long in their memories.
It will indeed, Mike. Well, you run out of superlatives, don't you? It's all the emotions. You cover everything with Carlisle United, and there's nothing easy. But the story of the game, a first half that saw half chances for both sides, and the only surprise was that it was 0-0 at half time. But on saying that, Carlisle showed tremendous character. They kept coming forward, and again, fair dues to the Mansfield Town crowd there, applauding Carlisle United off as they go away down the tunnel away to the right hand side. Second half, it was scratchy. Carlisle weren't at their best, but they dug in. When they went behind, it was Richie Barca that scored the all-important goal for Mansfield Town, but Carlisle threw everything forward, and in a desperate 3 minutes of added time, 2.5 minutes had gone by, a tremendous scramble in the Mansfield Town penalty area. Everybody had a chance. Simon Hatley completely missed his kick. Somebody else had a shot blocked. It broke there to Carl Whorley, just on the edge of the 6-yard box, and he smashed it home for that all-important goal. And immediately the cameras have got him down to the right-hand side, and Mike Corrie once again. The Carlisle fans behind that goal away to the left will not go home. They're still there, and absolutely, it's fantastic. It really is. It's what everybody's worked for. Now let's go and finish the job off, hopefully in style, against Torquay next week.
Well, the opportunity's there, Derrick, isn't it, to put on a performance at home, and we've got that all-important point that guarantees the promotion. But now let's finish it in style, win the championship in style with a superb home performance in front of the Carlisle home fans.
Well, Penrith have won 3-2 at Gisborne, we can tell you, and we're going to try and get a word with Fred Story. Gretna have won 2-1 against Wraith, and Barrow have lost 3-0 at Nuneaton, and Workington have beaten Alfreton by 2-0. And in a couple of seconds, Paul, I'm going to be joined by Fred Story, the Carlisle United owner. If we can get a quick reaction from Fred. Here he is, he's here. Yeah, well done, Fred. If you can take Mike's gear. Fred, how do you feel?
Well, I don't know what to say. It just didn't look as if we were going to win the game. I thought we'd get a result right to the end, but I don't know. I just feel fantastic. It's just the great. I was just saying to Dennis Spill's wife, Steph. The great thing about it is it's everybody's victory. It's the money. It's Paul Simpson's most of all. It's the teams. It's the directors. It's the fans. It's just fantastic for Cumbria. I'm absolutely thrilled.
Fred, we're standing here now, and the Carlisle fans away to your left-hand side behind that goal. They're refusing to go home. They deserve it.
They do. They deserve it most of all. You know what they've had to put up with. But it's great that because we're all together between us, we're sorting it out. And 2 promotions in 2 years is just fantastic, especially when it didn't look as if it was going to happen today.
Fred, what does it mean to you? I mean, you openly admitted when you took it over that you weren't a football person. Now you're surely you're hooked.
I'm a Cumbrian.
Yeah.
I'm a Cumbrian. It's for Cumbria and it's for all of us. What it means is, as I said before, it's everybody's, and that's the great thing about it. Paul Simpson's the main part of it. Let's not take that away from Paul. It's Paul that's made this happen. But after Paul, it's everybody's, and that's just fantastic, and that's the best feeling about it.
Fred, I think you're a bit like me, a little bit emotional at the moment. I think we'll just have one more word. What does it mean to the club? You've got here we've got a Cumbrian club now in League One. That's tremendous, and now that's going to bring more people in to watch a better class of football, surely.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, everybody's always said, you know, Carlisle deserves to be further than they are, and I've always said that's rubbish. We deserve to be where we work to be, and this club's working hard now, and you know, we'll get what we earn. This club will go as far as it deserves to go, and that's up to everybody. It's up to all of us, and the fruits so far are just coming much quicker than I ever expected.
Well, it's going to be a great week up in Cumbria this coming week, and hopefully celebrations all round against Torquay next Saturday. That's something magic to look forward to.
Yeah, great weekend. I mean, Torquay are obviously going to be a hard game next weekend, but we're promoted. That's the important thing. We can all enjoy it, and let's have a party next Saturday.
Fred, congratulations to you. Congratulations to everybody concerned with the club. A great effort all round.
Thanks, Derrick.
That's the Carlisle owner, Fred Story, there, a little bit emotional as well, I think. And I'm just looking at the scenes. The Carlisle players have come back on the field of play while I've been talking to Fred. I'm turning around. They're all in the penalty area. Paul Simpson, the manager, just trotting over the halfway line, and it really is a fantastic achievement by all concerned. And just to describe the scenes here, some of the fans have gone. I must be honest. There must be about 1,500, 2,000 left there. The Carlisle United players acknowledging what has been an absolutely fantastic support wherever they've been. The Carlisle fans, wherever ground they've been absolutely tremendous. They've been impeccable in their behaviour. They've won praise everywhere they've been, and how ironic it is. My mind now is casting back 4 years when Mansfield Town was celebrating after beating Carlisle United 2-0 to get promotion to League One. Here it is, it's gone full circle. Carlisle United here at Field Mill are now celebrating because they got a late equaliser, 1-1. It was the point that we wanted to guarantee ultimate automatic promotion. The scenes, the photographers, everything there, they're all in a huddle there, the Carlisle, everybody involved, all the squad, not just the team, not just the subs. I'm looking at Mark Rivers, he hasn't played a great part, but you can see Mark Rivers absolutely delighted. And the young lad Luke Joyce is there as well, joined us from Wigan. He's one for the future, he's there enjoying it. He's walking, to be honest, he's walking around just a little bit bemused. Simon Hackney, of course, he's having a look, and there's Michael Bridges is doing party tricks, he's doing little acrobatics in the across the penalty spot. And they're saying now to Dennis Booth, go on Dennis, you follow that. Dennis is saying no way he's going to do it. But fantastic scenes here now. I'm bringing Mike Corrie in the game. Mike, we've been together all season. At the start of the season, did you think we would be standing here?
Absolutely not, Derrick. I was just hoping that we were going to come to this stage in the season and not be fighting a relegation battle. Mid-table obscurity would have suited me fine at the beginning of the season.
I'll tell you what they're doing here. They're asking Neil Dalton to do a series of backflips. Now Neil is absolutely fantastic gymnast. Now whether he's going to do it or not, it remains to be seen. Now the question is, will Neil Dalton do a couple of flip overs? He's got the TV cameras there, they're pushing him into the penalty area. The club physiotherapist Neil Dalton, here he goes, he's going across, here he goes, 1, 2, 3. well done Neil Dalton. he gets high fives all round for a triple Selco.
Eat your heart out.
Yeah, as I say, fantastic scenes here, and as I say, I come back to the supporters. I think this is for them, because for me they are the best, there's no doubt about that. They're absolutely fantastic, and just listen to them, absolutely superb.
Yeah, I think there'll be one or two very disappointed fans that have probably left a little bit early after that final whistle to try and get a quick exit from Mansfield, and the fact that players have come back out will have disappointed probably half of the crowd behind that goal who had already left. But for those that are here, this is tremendous stuff.
And again, we're mentioning the fans behind that goal, and there is another section of Carlisle fans which we couldn't see from the commentary box. They've been in a stand similar to the paddock to the left-hand side. They've come to the front now, and they're receiving applause. And Paul Simpson going up having words. He's just spotted the staff down there. There's Emma Story and Christine. He's just and Jackie as well. Jackie, his wife. That's lovely, and I'm sure Paul appreciates the support he's got from his family as well. But as I say, you cannot better the scenes that we're seeing here at Field Mill this afternoon. Just a reminder, Carlisle have got automatic promotion. They were a goal down, they kept plugging on, they kept going, and at the end it was a late equaliser. 2.5 minutes into the 3 minutes of added time, Carl Whorley broke his broke his duck. That of course is not true. He's broke his drought, I should say. He's gone, it's his 5th game without a goal, but my word, he poked in a real good one, and that made it 1-1. Absolutely fantastic. So we're just getting the scores elsewhere today. Barrow 0, Nuneaton Borough 3, Workington 2, Alfreton 0, Spalding 3. I'm laughing because Dennis Booth is just waving up here and he's pointing down at I had a pair of shoes on the other night that they really took the mickey out of. Sorry about that, Paul, I'll come back to the serious stuff. The last one you gave me was Spalding 3, Kendal 0, Gisborough 2, Penrith 3, Gretna 2, Wraith 1, Durham City 10. Oh, it's Penrith 17. That's the Penrith are champions. That's Penrith are champions, of course. And Paul now, if he can possibly make his way up here, Paul Simpson, he's being escorted by one of the stewards. He's got to do a little bit of a double act to get up here. But and rugby league full time, of course. GMB National Cup semi-final. Lee Miners 26, Ellenborough 14. Well, just going over the scenes here, and as I say, it's absolutely terrific. Andrew Jenkins, a very proud man. I'm looking at Andrew in the stand. Steve Patterson standing there, of course, director. Andrew on the mobile phone, and just the scenes. And nobody wants to leave the pitch. There's no rush. Kieran Westwood there having his photograph taken. They all are. 3 in a huddle. There is you get Carl Whorley together with Andrew Murray, Chris Lumsden, and Andy Hall down there from the Carlisle United website. He's having a chat with Billy Barr, he's having a chat with Peter Murphy. The scenes here, and some of the slowly, very, very slowly, Carlisle United players are making their way
so Chris Lumsden just trying to attract your attention there. You've missed him, Derrick.
Oh, love me. And you're listening to the best coverage of Carlisle United, BBC Radio Cumbria. And in a couple of minutes' time, I'm going to have the pleasure of talking to Paul Simpson. He's just making his way. He's just looking round, looking at all surveying the scene of what's going on. And the Carlisle fans behind that goal are still standing. And Paul now is coming this way. We'll transfer over. Wow. Paul, terrific. Well, we'll get to. We are live here, so we'll just take that over. And Paul, what can you say?
It's incredible. It's a wonderful day. A horrible game of football as far as we're concerned. But we came here to get a result to get us promoted, and we've got the point. I don't care how we've got it, because I haven't got a clue how that ball went in at the end. I think everybody just wished it in. All them brilliant fans behind the goals wished it in, and we've got our reward. We really can enjoy it for a couple of days, because we now need to get ourselves started again, because we want to finish top.
I'll just say that now we can relax, have a nice little week, and hard work as well, and finish it all off in style against Torquay, hopefully next week.
Well, that's what we've got to do. That's the only thing that's on our minds. We're going to enjoy the moment now. We have to enjoy the moment now, but we've got to make sure that we're ready to go again.
That's those fans behind there. They don't want to go home, Paul.
Well, I don't want to go home. I want to stay out here with them. I've got to go and find my two sons who are in amongst that lot somewhere, so I have no idea where they are, but I'm going to go and try and find them. It's a fantastic day for us. It's a reward for 2.5 years of hard work from everybody concerned with the club, and this is what we all want.
And everybody was here. I saw Jackie was here as well. It's nice to have your family here, Paul.
Fantastic. They wanted
very
to
important
be
to you, I know.
Yeah, they are. It's what we all wanted. It's what my family wanted. It's what all of these supporters wanted. And this tops everything that we've done so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, compare the scenes here to the playoff final. In some respects, I think this is a little bit more emotional. I think because it meant so much after coming up.
Yeah, I think this is a huge achievement for us. It really is. I mean, nobody would have even been stupid enough to have said this 2 years ago. But we've all worked hard, and we're absolutely delighted. You can see what it means to everybody.
Paul, you threw everybody on. It was cavalry at the end. The big guns came on, 4 up front, and as I say, it paid off.
We had to. We wanted a result today. We weren't desperate. It's not the last game of the season, but tomorrow never comes. You've got to go and try and grab it today. We had to do it on Monday against Notts County. They've shown character. We haven't showed today what a good football team we are, but over the other 41 games, I think we have, and we've got to just keep going, keep plugging away for these last few now.
Paul, will it be hard to come down to earth after this?
I can't answer that at the moment. I don't care, to be honest with you. We've got about 12-13 weeks to come back down to earth before we start worrying about what comes after this.
I'm thinking more leading up to next Saturday.
Oh no, we'll have to. We want to. We want to be right for next Saturday. We can enjoy this. We can be professional about it, but we'll make the most of this opportunity.
Paul, congratulations. I know how hard you and Dennis Booth have worked. You deserve every bit of success, and from all of us here, congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
Now that's Carlisle manager Paul Simpson. It's all getting just a wee tad emotional here, realising what's happened. There's still interviews going on the pitch. The Carlisle fans eventually are making their way out of the ground, away to the left-hand side. So I think in the one of the catchphrases that I've used over the past couple of days, I'm going to have a Hamlet moment. But
well, I think I might take smoking up as well, Paul.
But Mike, thanks for your contribution. Absolutely superb day. It wasn't the best of games, but we got there in the end.
But it just shows the character of this side, Derrick. Really, exactly. It was something that it was such an anticlimax, I think, for all the Carlisle fans that were here. But they finally forced that ball home in the dying seconds, and this is just typical Carlisle United, is it?
There's nothing easy, but at the end of the day, the objective has been achieved. Carlisle have got automatic promotion. They've got the silver medal. Now let's go for the gold. Andrew, how do you feel?
I'm absolutely elated. You know, I've been with the club a long time, but this is the the best time I've had, because I'm chairman.
Aye.
You know,
And a very proud one as well.
A very proud chairman, yeah. And we've, really, it's been a team effort. I know Paul and the players have done tremendous, but the supporters have been fantastic.
I mean, what about
over
that at the end?
2,000, they went absolutely crazy.
Now,
And we all,
when that goal went in, Andrew, how did you feel?
I just grateful, really grateful, because I never thought we were going to score. I thought it's going to be Torquay next week. We're going to do it, but anyway, it was absolutely. I'm really proud of this. I'm proud of the city, and I'm proud of Carlisle United, because we've done it for the supporters, and the supporters are the main people. They've really backed us through last season and this season. Absolutely tremendous.
I think there was somebody trying to get hold of you there, Andrew, but
I'm
at the moment.
It'll be my wife, so I'll probably I nearly got arrested because I've got a glass of wine in the stand. Anyway,
I just explained to the listener, Andrew's standing with a nice glass of red wine, and the stewards are looking, but I'm sure we get away with it today.
Yeah, well, I didn't drink beer because we got to stop the bus or something like that. Queue up for the toilet.
But Andrew, what a season it's been.
It's been, 2 seasons, haven't we? Great time, back-to-back promotions. Can't believe it, really.
When the season started, did you think you'd be standing here near the end with promotion?
I did not. I thought if we got a safe place, in the middle of the season and build on it. But last season, I just thought Paul was adding, quality players to the side, and Michael Bridges has added that 15 goals. He never scored today, but he put himself about, a bit of luck, and he would have scored.
And just one point, I dare say the manager now, you being chairman, he's going to come knocking on your door.
Come knocking on the door like No, Paul's a sensible lad, a really good manager, understands what we're trying to do, and he works along with us. He's really understanding. He's different to a lot of the others.
And when you think what's happened over the 2 years, it is an emotional time now, isn't it?
It's very emotional. I'm really emotional because I've been in the first division with them and all those, but I've never been chairman. With some relegations, but this is really, we're back where we started, more or less. So let's hope we can go on. I think at the beginning of the season, they said, how do you think? And I said, well, other clubs have done it, Doncaster and them, so you never know.
And at just one point, when the goal went in, obviously everybody was elated, and I just looked down because you were sitting 10 yards from me, just out, and everybody just went up in the air.
I was trying to get my son to tell him that we'd scored.
And Andrew, congratulations to all concerned at the club. There's a lot of hard work gone in, not just on the pitch, but off it.
It's been a teamwork. Fred's leads the job really, but we've all worked hard, and we've got what we worked for really.
Well, if Paul knocks on your door for money for players, you can just say, we'll go next door.
Yeah, he'll have to get away on a holiday.
Aye, that's it. Andrew, congratulations to you. Congratulations to the club. Fantastic achievement all round. Everybody's
Derrick,
played their
and
part.
Thank you for your support.
That's great stuff.
Tremendous support. Yeah.
Thanks very much, Andrew.
Okay.
That's from Field Mill. Very happy, very emotional, and absolutely super day.